Platchums! We've got a celebrity in the house. Put your paparazzo cameras away, because today we're dealing with the first inaugural episode, which kind of means the same thing, so it's a kind of an unnecessarily long title in Celebrity Trophy Profiles. So we're starting off with a big boy in the trophy landscape. His name is Mystic. You may know him, you may not. He's got a few more zeros in terms of subscribers than we do here, but we just thought we'd give him a bit of a leg up on the platform.
Yeah.
He might need a bit of help.
We'll send a few of our subscribers his way, maybe.
Throw them on the pile. So we thought it'd be curious to kind of look at a well-known figures trophy list and kind of see, do the games reflect their massive reach on the platform. So we hunted down his profile, which took about 3 seconds of work, and here it is, Mystic Moon.
I have to say, I really like Mystic's content. I think he's definitely
super high quality, super consistent. Just seems like a good guy.
He's always reliable as well. Like he's he's very measured in when he talks about rumors and things like that.
He never does a hot take. He actually kind of logically breaks down stuff, and he always kind of makes a point. If it's a rumor, he doesn't go like wacky news. Sony are gonna blow up the PSN. It's always kind of like just factual. He's well informed. Seems like a nice dude. So we thought he'd be a good guy to start with.
I think it's interesting, because it's really in a really small way. When we make videos, I find it's really hard then to focus on making videos and playing games at the same time.
It seems like a difficult balance to strike, because editing and stuff takes time. Sometimes you'd rather just play games.
Yeah, exactly. So it's but yeah, I think spoiler alert. This is a really good account, and he's got some legit games on there.
Yeah, I was saying to you cool. Before we started recording, when we just load up the page, it's like, yeah, you may have more subs, but you have more platinums than. Oh wait, you do.
Damn it.
Some people just have everything in this life. So a quick overview: 8,182 trophies, 164 plats, 850 golds, 1948 in terms of silver, and 5220 in terms of bronze. I think I listed those numbers quite strangely. And unnecessarily.
But no, it's very important to know that he has 5,220 bronzes. A story behind each one, I'm sure.
A lovely tale behind each one. So a lot of ultra rares. Touching 200,
that's the first thing that strikes me.
Is very impressive.
More ultra rares than platinums. So of course we're going off the PSN profiles stats here on the profile. So it's always pretty impressive when you see more ultra rares than platinums, especially when you because I know we'll get down to it, but I remember he did a video where he got 30 platinums in 30 days, I think, and some of them were on the shorter side. So say a few of those platinums there are shorter games that would have nothing like ultra rare trophies.
Yeah, you hoard his account for 30 days.
Yeah, but it speaks to maybe the other games that are on the list. He's got some difficult ones there.
Based on the ultra rares and obviously the amount of platinums, safe to say maybe if I can see that he hasn't played so much, just quickly looking at the games there, February, then a gap until March and stuff. He definitely is a hardcore gamer here. You don't get 100 plus ultra rares unless you play a lot of games, some niche games and some difficult games. And do you know what, just back to that point, some people have everything in this life. Seems like a really nice dude, well informed, makes great content. And then his rarest trophy is on a singing game, so obviously he is a pair of diamond pipes to just on the cake of life, just the cherry on the cake of life. His rarest trophy is for singing. So he's probably recording videos, and then he's a little Justin Timberlake at home, just absolutely serenading the shit out of his PlayStation microphone.
Yeah, no, that's an impressive rarity.
It's rarer than the GTA 4 Platinum.
Yeah, hey, SingStar, but no plat. I wonder, maybe was there a platinum for that? I can't remember. I think there was, but maybe there's some.
I guess
I remember they had those weird trophies where you had to have like 4 people with mics and things like that. So maybe that was the problem
or like
there.
the Rock Band ones, you know.
Yeah,
imagine
but
calling
the first-
5 friends going, "Can you help me get a trophy in Rock Band?"
I came close. I came close to nearly buying all the stupid peripherals, but
God.
no, I didn't.
You're like, it's an investment.
You can see there. I suppose the first thing that, like, when we look at the games played, it's clear it's kind of PS5 focus at the minute. Since the release, so there hasn't been any
all PS5
return. Yeah, no return back to the PS4 since then. So making the most of the new system. And he's had some great videos on like the accessories and stuff for the PS5 as well. And he's pretty much played all the big ones anyway.
All the big hitters of the
ones
PS5, like Astro's Playroom, Demon's Souls, and Miles Morales, and I guess Control. It'd be interesting to see if he plays Returnal.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, and that looks, it's getting like high 80s on Metacritic and stuff. So
seems like a
pretty
big hitter. But
game.
the PS5, like, these are all great games. He didn't use a save file for the PS4 version. A Spider-Man, I think. I'm just going to check here.
Yeah, unlikely.
Let's see, second, third. No, it's not. Seems.
We're putting on the CSI.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna find something about you, Mister. No.
Very interesting. First, really interesting thing is that he didn't platinum Ghost of Tsushima, and I think I heard him mention this before, but because it's such a big first party game. It's a bit of a blow to Ghost of Tsushima when you've got one of the kind of the premier
PlayStation guys,
YouTubers not playing it. And look, me and you, I think we had our problems with Ghost of Tsushima. We enjoyed the Legends mode a lot, but
it was the repetition. It was the repetition.
Yeah. So I don't blame him at all.
No, I don't blame him. He seemed to give it a fair shake as well. Like, I'm just going to quickly go in. Like, he got to the point where he rescued Taka. So it's like, give it a fair shake.
Act 1.
Yeah, you get a fair. Sometimes you just know. But what I find interesting now is Cuphead.
Cuphead, yeah.
And
I think you had a video on that.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Platinum
And that's
days.
a great one. Platinum, it's I think I remember he had like 800 900 deaths or something, which is typical for that game, definitely, but a great game. We talked about this before, that maybe the rarity there is definitely a little bit inflated because of the glitch that allows you to, so but we know he definitely did it legit,
so that's an excellent platinum. So like, he's got skills now. He was recently, well, not recently, you can kind of see like the gap. Like, he's obviously I'm not surprised that he's busy with his YouTube channel. He's obviously not as gaming as much, because we're already in July 2020.
Happens to us all as we age,
as time
as we age,
eats us.
As, even though I got like 7 platinums this month.
Jesus Christ.
They weren't all amazing ones, but still.
But City Skylines, I played a lot of this on PC. It's a great game and a very good platinum, ultra rare.
There's some like heavy RNG trophies though in the DLC.
And the DLC
I'd say that's what he's missing.
Notorious. Yeah. Like, you can see the 100% is only 0.18%.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mystics played a lot of it.
The Last of Us Part 2 and Uncharted, again, not platinumed. They're two staples, I suppose, of the PlayStation 4. And they're, especially The Last of Us Part 2, it's a much easier platinum, even than The Last of Us Part 1, and Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 has, a pretty substantial list, because you've got the speed run and you've got
Uncharted 4, he came back. I can see here, complete the Uncharted multiplayer introduction 15th of May 2016, and complete 5 matches of multiplayer 6th of July 2020. So that was quite a long introduction, really, the first. But like, all good games. like so
All
far,
good games,
all
yeah.
good games.
Yeah,
And then like Tekken
absolutely.
7 in like 3 days. Any kind of fighting game is always pretty skill based. Lumine's
Yeah,
remastered at ultra rare again.
I don't. Yeah, that's a Tekken. Like is as far as you know, Tekken is it's nothing like I have that plat, and I'm not very good at fighting games. It's nothing like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
Fighting games are a
it's
serious
a great
weakness
game.
of mine. They're like a
Yeah.
gaming blind spot for me. I always played as Gon in Tekken 2 and just farted
Tekken
on
3, yeah.
Tekken 3. So, see, I don't even get the game right. It's I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
how
I-
much
I'm a
of that.
big
I think
Tekken
you'll find
fan.
that's Tekken 3, Nathan.
Yes.
Says Dan as he's smoking his cigar and looking at a picture of Gon.
Yeah.
And
I'm an Eddie Gordo main. I just hold back, circle, and I win everything.
I just do the kick, and then just fart on them as Gon. But
Nice.
so play Yu-Gi-Oh, then Subnautica, it's a good plan, then God of War, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, like Death Stranding's a very, very damn good game and an excellent platinum.
Long platinum as well. It takes it's a bit of a time investment, definitely.
Perfect game for lockdown though.
Yeah, true that. We're getting on then to I think now we're getting on to some easier games. So I think this was when he did that kind of challenge where he tried to get as many platinums in 1 month as possible. But there was a big gap there between kind of 2020, the end of 2019 and 2020.
I think that challenge
maybe-
must have destroyed his
Yeah.
love of games, because after Hannah Montana,
Very
he didn't go
possible,
near a
yeah.
console again for 3 months. And do you know what's
Yeah.
funny actually when you see Hannah Montana, because it's been a while since I've actually seen it on someone's profile, like the old guard trophy hunters, I'm talking like the ones that were born and into it in 2008 to 2010 11. Hannah
Yeah.
Montana used to be like the ultimate like grubby game, and it'd be like, oh, you're like a trophy slut if you're getting that. It only has a 67% completion. That's only 17% more than Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
And you're considered like the lowest of the low, like a scumbag if you'd platinum this. Now games have like
Yeah.
a 95 plus, platinum rate. That's so
Absolutely.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it on someone's list so long, so it's not actually like it's aggressively middle of the pack by 2021
Yes.
standards. It's like
Yeah,
it
well,
still took
you know,
3
see it-
hours.
3.5 hours is we did that one where we got 5 platinums in 30 minutes, and that's that's a huge time investment for some
Yeah,
people.
you could get
3.5
30
hours
plats,
for a
man, in the
plat.
time it takes.
Exactly.
Like that is insane. And then okay, so it's kind of like, oh, that Mr. Massaggio I'm just saying again.
Yeah, that's a very infamous one.
Yeah, we've got a few stacks here, and then again, it's like
Stacks.
3 stacks of the Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, again, I think they were probably all played in tandem so that they could be auto popped together.
It seems like the exact same amount of time on the same day. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say they were like started at the same time and then just popped the platinum at the same time. But again, I think all of this, everything in October was the challenge, to get the 30 plats.
Yeah, like Taco Master.
but-
Like to be
But
fair,
he did play some interesting ones, like Deracine. There is that's actually it's made by Miyazaki from the from Software with the Dark Souls series. It's a VR game. Which is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. So he didn't just play like 1 minute platinum games in this challenge.
yeah. To be
He
fair,
did go
like
for-
he could have gone a lot lower. Like even like Rick and Morty. I think Toro is probably like the worst game on it, and I love.
Although
the trophy.
Choro has some amazing trophy images.
It does. I'm going in.
Just to look at, yeah, no, we have to go in there. Just the trophy images for Toro are so funny.
Oh my god.
Even just the bull there, the bull face is so funny.
That was a half-hearted job. Someone knocked that out in 5 minutes. Not even Photoshop. That's a Canva job. Like
Yeah, it reminds me of the thumbnail I made for the Last Guardian video yesterday, because I just literally threw it together, in like 5 minutes. So yeah, maybe that kind of a job.
I say sometimes, but like
but-
all like I'd say like there's more good games that he played during this challenge than bad. Like like Persona 5, Dancing Starlight. It's like Walking Dead, Hellblade, it's a new Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like the and like Destroy All Humans. Like these are all like really good games. Like
Yeah, they are. No, a lot of good games in there. So he could have made it a lot easier on himself. I know there's like I saw another YouTuber has a trophy challenge where he's trying to get 100 platinums in one day, and that is possible now. You know, with these crazy games.
What?
So but it's clear Mystic kind of went for some enjoyable games throughout this month, so not to maybe completely
I can see
burn
why you
out.
went for some enjoyable ones, because when you get after Destroy All Humans, like Spyro, that was November 2018. So
Yeah,
there was almost
that's a
no
huge,
trophies
huge
for
gap.
like a year. So maybe it's a case you have an alternative account, because I'm sure the fact like to each, it's like you and me could find his profile pretty quickly. I can maybe see someone with such kind of I guess online fame maybe don't want to be getting friend requests every 10 seconds.
Very possible, yeah.
And maybe you have an alt that you're playing games on.
Yeah.
Or like you just life gets in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've had some long months
Long
of
droughts,
downtime,
yeah.
definitely. And I think I mentioned before that was one of the longer ones was just because I found League of Legends.
It's like you're playing games, you just change like your platform for a while.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm usually I'm playing something. It's like Dan's not playing PlayStation for like a month. What's happened? It's like, it's because now I'm playing
Dota
Clash of
or-
Clans. Yeah.
He's
no,
expanding
it's,
his horizons. He's on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like you got a Way Out, which is great. Call of Duty, and then I know for a fact Mystic. I wouldn't be a prolific watcher of his videos, but the ones I have watched, I really really enjoyed. Like particularly like documentaries. But the only thing I do know for a fact is that he's a massive Jak and Daxter fan. I think it's literally the avatar in his YouTube channel. So I'm
he's
expecting to
Dark
see a
Jak,
lot
yeah.
more Jak and Daxter as we go down. Horizon, Life is Strange, Virginia Gone Home, Bioshock
Virginia's a
Infinite,
great game, actually. Yeah.
Inside.
I really like
these
Virginia.
are all great games. This is a very good list. He's kind of got like a nice mix of kind of lesser known indie games and like the big kind of Sony first parties. If anything, he seems
I put
to play the small
Virginia
ones.
on the 10 platinums that are like easy but also good. It's on that video because it's a great. It's kind of like X-Files meets Twin Peaks or something. It's a cool game. So Dear Esther, that was like pretty much the first walking simulator,
Yeah.
or at least the first one on the PlayStation. And Bioshock, Inside.
I love Inside.
Gosh, yeah, Firewatch. Firewatch is it had a DLC, which is really weird. Like I remember they added a trophy to it. I think. They added a DLC pack, so he doesn't have that, because I remember the same thing happened to me. I was like, 100% with the DLC pack. I was like surprised. But yeah, San Andreas, Minecraft. God, I was looking at Minecraft. Minecraft is a crazy one because I have the platinum,
it's
but
super
94 trophies.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They just keep
It's crazy.
adding stuff. I'd say, given the nature of the game, some of those would have to be pretty damn difficult, or at least grindy. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm looking down like Goat Simulator. Even that's crazy. Like, what the hell? Like 83 trophies on the PS4 version
Yes.
for Goat Simulator.
They've a lot of DLC packs for Goat Simulator, yeah, with all the different.
How a game like Goat Simulator can get so much DLC, and we never got story-driven DLC for GTA 5. It just makes my mind melt.
Well, shark cards are the culprit there, unfortunately.
The only they literally call it as they are, sharks in the water. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
And we've got
Unfortunate.
the Uncharted games remastered, GTA 3. Love seeing just kind of like the PS2. Like this, it's safe to say Mystic's been a gamer for a long time.
Yeah.
With ties to kind of like
that's
the
certainly
PS1, PS2 era. We have signed shapes and not kind of like auto popped, I think, or maybe on the 6th that could be the case.
Possibly, but I think sound shapes is pretty much nearly a mandatory to auto pop
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. There, yeah, we're getting like there's a lot more volume at this point because, like, say the list up to this point has been spread out over 6 years, nearly 5 or 6 years. But we're definitely getting into maybe a period of more gaming.
Yeah,
It's clear
there's
that
a
it's tapered
huge
off
amount
a little
of
bit.
gaps. It's like Mystics seem to have played kind of in like 1 or 2 month bursts and then take a few months off.
Yeah,
Nothing
I think
wrong with that, but Joy's he's constantly getting plats.
Yeah,
Like, he's kind of building it up. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised in the next 10 years if this is what my list will look like when I'm 95.
Yeah. I'm very surprised actually to see Final Fantasy X-2 HD as a platinum, because god damn it, that is a crap platinum to go for. Like, you have to use a guide, because I think I talked about this before, but if you like talk to the wrong person in a room in the wrong order, even in the wrong order, if there's 3 people in the room and you talk to someone in the wrong order, you can be locked out of the 100% on your playthrough. It's so meticulous. I don't. So I'm always delighted to see someone suffer through it like I did, but I wouldn't recommend anyone to ever go for that
X as well. Like
that's a
GTA
great
5 as well, and Soul Sacrifice has the GTA 4 100%, so definitely a hardcore trophy hunter there. That's like the seal of a hardcore trophy hunter.
Soul Sacrifice is a good Vita game as well. It's kind of like Monster Hunter.
But it's on my list. It's on my list.
And GTA 4,
cool.
of course.
Yeah.
That's one of the
pretty close to
one of the big ones.
Killzone Mercenary. But we're back as far as 2013 here. I'm just gonna kind of scroll down further, so I'm kind of getting into like the PS3 era, which kind of confirms my suspicion of like Mystics being there since the dawn of Platinums.
Well, his channel has anyway, so it makes sense. We're getting into PS3 stuff here.
Oh, one trophy away from World of War. Sorry, since I have the 100%, I'm curious to see what you're missing. I'll survive until round 20 without buying a single perk. That's not that difficult. You should go back to that, Mystic. That's actually not that difficult.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you got everything else bar that.
I'm similar actually on World of War. I'm just missing like 3 trophies or something from the 100%. I don't know why I remember playing that with you.
I can help you with that one, I think.
Yeah.
If the
I'll have to go back to it eventually, yeah. I think they still are, yeah.
We're kind of, obviously, when you just got the Vita here, Uncharted Golden Abyss, something I finally own, because I just got a Vita, as I mentioned in the other video. So, hopefully I can get some sweet Vita plats. Jak and Daxter, naturally. Unsurprising.
It's very clear, like, that he got a Vita in March of 2012.
I'm only 10 years behind.
You'll
probably have a video who's buying a Vita in 2021 and why.
Nathan.
Yeah, it's only me.
Just you. Yeah, just you.
Wow, this is a really good piece of technology. Portal 2, you love to see it.
This PS3 list is just looking like the most quintessential PS3 trophy list I've ever seen.
It is.
Yeah,
you'd like Black Ops, Plat. You've got Mass Effect, Killzone, God of War. BioShock, Little Big Planet.
Motorstorm is
Tekken
really
6, cool Uncharted. It's a great list.
It is, yeah.
It's also missing out on 2 trophies in Killzone 2.
2 trophies in Killzone 2.
And he's missing the 2 most common in that DLC. Mad.
Yeah, I'm on 99% on Killzone.
I've never seen anyone with 99% on it.
Yeah. I don't know why I gave up at the last hurdle, but they're closed now, unfortunately, the servers.
Stuck at 99%.
Fat Princess is the game that I have my avatar from. All that time ago. It was the only ninja pretty much on.
Yeah, you were limited. It had to either be a vampire or a ninja. So
yeah, so I went with that one.
Burnout Paradise.
Wow, really close on Warhawk actually. That's impressive.
Jeez.
No, he went for some seriously tough ones. Wow, look at that Motorstorm Pacific Rift. That's crazy. It's a 0.96 platinum. Very, very impressive. I remember the Motorstorm games. They were tough. Like they were really tough.
And like 100%. And it's such like I remember just it's such like a relic of the PS3 era. Like I remember seeing the trailer for this, going, "Oh my god, this is going to be like the most amazing game ever!" Like So it's really fun in like Unreal Tournament, like Infamous. It's like Mystic played all the big hitters.
Yeah.
And like when was the first trophy? 2008 July.
He's got the first trophy in the first game that has trophies. Superstar just HD,
and maybe
that was the first
close
game.
after it was released. I don't have the exact date, but
I don't either.
This is the first account that I think I've seen that's a good bit older than mine. Mine is like I think it's October 2008.
Yeah. So wow, yeah, no, he's like right at the inception of the trophies, because that's crazy. But like there's no better man to be there. This is a guy who's I was watching one of his Let's Talk PlayStation videos, and it's on like number. I can't remember. It's like number 500 or something. It's incredible. Like that's serious dedication. Like, and but it does show. Like he's extremely knowledgeable about the PlayStation, and it shows. And it's nice to have people like that representing PlayStation on YouTube, because it's not really like a super popular like subgenre of YouTube videos, to be honest. You've got like the big Sony ones like PlayStation Access, but
they
in terms of like content creators
on PSN, so it's kind of like,
do they?
Yeah, I don't know how independent they could be. To be honest, but I like about this is it's like it's still just pretty much a gamers list. You can tell in the last 3-4 years, maybe as YouTube channel took off, that maybe he doesn't have as much time. This is just me, like I don't know the guy, so just being presumptuous, but like that's understandable, especially when you pump out so much high quality consistent content. But I'm just going to quickly look at his stats here. Let's see. So 44% average rarity, which is excellent. 84.2 average completion, which is different from the one up there. Never understood how that worked, really. You can see the challenge had this massive spike, got 792 trophies in October 2019. So yeah, you can see like always kind of sporadically stopping, and it's just been.
I'm just having a look at his ultra rare plats, and there's some great games like GTA 4, got Pacific Rift, Little Big Planet 3, GTA 5 twice. Like myself, I think that's definitely one of the few games that I really wanted to go back to, because it was so different on PS4 than it was on PS3 with the first person and stuff, and the graphics, because it was really, really stretching the PS3 when GTA 5 came out.
It was really
giving it its all. Got Resistance 2, Killzone 2, Lumines. There's some really, really.
I didn't even know all these speed runs of the chapters in Mirror's Edge were all ultra rare. There must be a lot of ultra rares in that game. So I just noticed that.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not an easy game. I remember when you played that, it was one of the first kind of games that you really stuck into back all that time ago.
Yeah, it was kind of the one where it's like, am I actually going to try this? Because there is so much to it. Love the game. Like, I own Catalyst and I still haven't played it thanks to that ridiculous backlog. But I do think at some point I will. Like, Mirror's Edge was just a moment in time. Like, EA around 2007, 2009, 10. And I guess with their originals program with games like It Takes Two and stuff like that, like, they're still making some really good games. But there was something special about that Dead Space era, but anyway, just back to Mystic. Just a great list, just a great overall list, really good balance, some super ultra rares, and just obviously just kind of play the games you want to play, and you don't necessarily go out of your way to get platinums, I'm guessing, unless it's a game you really, really enjoy. So that's always admirable. And it's like your first trophy, it says here 13 years ago. Like you're one of the old kind of trailblazers here at this point. So what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic list. It looks great. Very clear that back 12 years ago, we were kind of in the same place. We were kind of playing PS3 at the same time, the same kind of games. He was definitely a little bit earlier because he was like right there at the inception, and I didn't start trophy hunting until 2009. I know you were a 2008 trophy man, but I was a little bit later than that. But I remember that era so fondly because I got into trophy hunting, and I just thought that was the period of time where the PS3 went from being like a bit of a black sheep console to being like the top dog. They were just like, it started off rough, but then they just overtook the 360, and there was just such amazing games coming out for it.
I think particularly like around Uncharted 2, I think that was like the real, when the tide started turning for me. I always pinpoint Uncharted 2 as being like a special moment in time for the PS3.
Yeah,
it was a
pivotal moment with them. Just some amazing games. Some like games of like that'll always stand the test of time. Like Heavy Rain coming out. BioShock 2, BioShock 1 back then,
which was Xbox exclusive initially.
I remember. Yeah, sad times.
Sad times back when exclusivity was still kind of a major thing, because I think Xbox haven't had good enough games the past while where it's even an issue.
No, they've kind of given up on their attempts. It's like the Google Stadia as well. But yeah, no, I think we definitely kind of played like a similar game, so I think we'd have kind of a similar
it's a very similar
of the PS3.
Yeah, an awful lot of crossover games with our list, and as I said, it's just a pure gamers list. Obviously
it's nice that someone who is such a face of PlayStation really has the kind of credentials there as well.
And like still chipping away.
Gaming.
Like what's that 4, 5, 6? Like got 7 platinums on the PS5 already. So yeah, and like Cuphead as of like a year ago. So like still kind of getting these like really difficult games when the feeling strikes. So overall excellent list. It's an old school list, great mix of games, and anyone go and check him out. Because he needs the help.
No, I think it's a very impressive list. I like it a lot, and maybe with the PS5, there's been a pretty kind of strong surge of trophy interest there again, and I think that kind of goes in turn with what Sony are doing, because I think Sony have put a lot of focus on the trophy list in the last year or so, where they've we talked about before, where they started to make those first party games with like Horizon Zero Dawn a bit easier, but then then they went and overhauled the system with the levels last year, and they just put a big focus on the trophies, integrating it into the PlayStation 5 at the system level as well, with trying to like add in the hints and stuff like that,
and like the tracking and all that.
Yeah, so there's a big you can tell there's like a focus on trophies, because I think Sony knows that it's a big strength of the system, and that's what always
it's a recognizable brand, with the platinum, gold, silver and bronze. But anyway, I'm going to finish it up with this. Mystic seems like a dude that I would love to just have a beer with and talk about games. I think he's open invitation if you want to like join us on Platchat if somehow this video gets caught in your web. Because I know, but like,
if he ever makes it to Ireland, he's
there's a pint waiting for you, man. There's a pint waiting for you, and
but no, cool video, cool videos all the time. It's I always enjoy watching his content, and nice, great list.
We'll
nice,
leave it there.
Nice to see an interest in trophies.
Just come to Ireland. It'll be cold.
Yeah, big
cold
time.
and refreshing. Anyway, so this wraps up the first celebrity trophy profile review. So if anyone,
We have a few other people in mind.
we have a
as
few
well,
other
then.
people in mind, but if there's anyone else, I know we will get to everyone else's list. But if there is any other kind of celebrity list or kind of prominent person that you want us to have a look at, just leave them down below in the comments and we'll check them out. But yeah, so Dan, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna tickle your armpits because anytime we do these videos, that's just
That's what we have to do.
That's just what we have to do.
It's the law.
It's like arms up, Dan. Platchums.